What's going on, guys? Today's video is mostly an announcement video, an apology, and some shit has happened. So that's going to be at the end of the video. So if you want to hear me rant about something that is like has nothing to actually do with the video, but I have a YouTube channel, so I feel like if you want to screw with me, you're going to get put on blast. Okay? So, and obviously I have no problem with doing that. I've done it a couple of times now. So, use my audience to my benefit, I guess. But that will be towards the end. So, at the cutoff point, I'll kind of like leave a little so you'll know it's coming. So, if you want to stop the video there, I don't blame you. But if you want to hear me rant, that'll be towards the end. So anyways, so it's 2024, almost 2 months in, and I've had, I think, one upload for 2024. Yeah, December kind of wore me out. I was doing 25 days of Vlogmas on YouTube, and I was doing 3 uploads a day on TikTok. And after a while, that kind of caught up with me and it just wore me out. So we're going to go back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then of course by the end of the year will be the Vlogmas again. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do it again. I'm just saying that it kind of wore me out, and I kind of just step back. And I mean, there's a lot going on in our real lives. You only see what I put on camera, so but let's get into the announcements. So like I said, Kramer Miller will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whether it be a 2-minute video, a short, or a 15-minute long vlog. You will have an upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on this channel. FXRS. This is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, go check it out. It's motorcycles, cars, you know, all the stuff men do. I can't really say that because a lot of the shit that he does on that channel, I do too. You know, I'm there, but I don't have a negative effect to it, is what I'm saying. Like most women be like, oh yeah, if you just want to go tape yourself doing something with a vehicle, go ahead. No, I'm right there with them in the thick of things most of the time. Anyways, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, make sure you go subscribe to the FXR This channel. Now, as of content, it is still cold here in chilly Ohio. We get warm and then we go back to like freezing temperatures. So when the weather breaks, there will definitely be uploads on that channel. For this channel, whatever I have. You want to watch me do laundry? Okay, whatever. You know, I don't know, whatever I have going on in the week's time, that's what you're going to see. And it may be boring as all get out, but eventually it will lead into the promised land, and we will get back to the main content of the channel, which is fishing for the most part. There'll be other stuff, of course. And as of right now, we are still going to Cletus and Clark's. I don't know if you just watched our Christmas present unwrapping, but that was one of Chris's presents. I promised him I would take him to Cletus and Cars. One, I think it'll be cool. I mean, we watch it all the time on Demo's channel and other people's channels, so it seems like a cool event, and I think it'll help expose us and broaden our horizon and get our brand out in the public eye more than just a random person carrying around a camera. But that's what we are right now, especially in our little hillbilly area. I mean, there's not many people that walk around just holding a camera. I mean, a lot of people hold cameras, but it's usually to talk shit on people. But whatever. So that is still a thing. I wanted to go to Bristol, Tennessee. Cleetus and Cars in Bristol. I love Bristol. The last time I was in Bristol, we had to come back early. And that was for a NASCAR race. And I wasn't with Chris at the time. But we went to Bristol, me and my mom. I'll just tell you a story. Me and my mom went to Bristol. Before we left, like a week, 2 weeks before we left, my uncle had a stroke. So we went and seen him before we left, and he ended up passing away the Saturday of while we were gone. So it was supposed to be a Saturday night race. We went to the race. It ended up getting rained out. So I didn't actually, we got to go inside the racetrack. They only ran like maybe 10 laps. I don't know. It was ridiculously short. There wasn't a whole lot going on. But I would love to go back to Bristol. And that's where I want to go. But there doesn't seem to be an event in Bristol this year. So we'd have to go to Indianapolis. Which is, it's all highway. So it's 5.5 hours. Either way we go, it's 5.5 hours. I just wanted to go to Bristol instead of Indianapolis. But if we have to go to Indianapolis, we'll go to Indianapolis, I guess. But that's in May, so I picked Bristol, 1, because I wanted to go back to Tennessee, and for 2, it was later in the year. So if something would happen before then, like at the beginning of the year, I would have time to still make up money to be able to have money to go. So, but if anything changes, I will make a video for it. I'm not just gonna leave you hanging and be like, oh, where's that video at? You promised Cleetus and Cars, blah 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 blah. It'll be here, and if it's not, you'll see my face again in another sit down in this probably same location. You got the same location probably for another, well, until June. Maybe longer. I'm hoping not. But everything has to fall in a little row, and we get all of our ducks in a row. Hopefully, we might have our own place by the end of the year, and then we'll be celebrating Vlogmas in my own house, which would be nice. I'm not going to say that's going to happen, because a lot of shit's gone down, and a lot of different things have happened that they're just, all the ducks ain't lining up in a row yet. So when that point comes, you will know. Yins are always the first to know. Besides, my mom. Mama's always got to know first. But yeah, so there's Cleetus Cars. That's like the big thing of the year. We're still going to do Vlogmas. I'm going to do something for Halloween. I tried to do it last year and it didn't work out. Like, I was popping out. I think I did shorts on YouTube. So, I was trying to do the same videos on YouTube and TikTok, and it just wasn't, like, I got 4 days in and was like, I'm done with it. So I wasn't really prepared for that, so that was one of the reasons why it didn't work out. Now Vlogmas, I'm always prepared for. I start that in the end of October, November, beginning of November, to make sure I have all my stuff, and then I can make the list and you'll have all your Vlogmas videos. The only thing that stinks about that is that most of the recording I have to wait until the end of the month to do. So we have our tree up, which obviously is now missing, but it used to be over there. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to make my points. I think that's about it besides that. So it'll be fishing. I'm gonna try to get him to take me to Whetstone again and stuff like that, but we're here. We ain't going nowhere. I ain't quitting yet. So, this is the point of no return. If you don't want to hear my rant, stop the video now. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It's a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. And now I will continue with the rant. So this is the point of no return. This is my rant. Okay, and I'm not going to say any names. I'm not even going to say any facts for anybody to be able to specifically figure out who I'm talking about and what was said. Okay, so here we go. A few months ago, I had an altercation because I had to have surgery on a certain part of my body, and I fucked it all up. Anyways, they assumed that the wrong things, and I blew it off. Okay, my aunts were there. They all got pissed off about it. I didn't care. I brushed it off. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. You want to talk shit on me? You don't like the way I look? You don't like how I live my life? I have lived with Chris for 6 years. We've been together 6 years. And he's always here when I come home. And he would do anything for me. And I believe that in all my heart. He's done. Hold on. Anyways. He's here every night when I come home. He checks on me every day. Make sure I get to work. Make sure I get home. Make sure nobody's messing with me. I love him. I can't help it that you think that he's out there doing whatever. We're together all but 8 hours a day. 8 hours. 8 hours. 8 hours a day. He's at work and I'm at work. There is no time for anybody in our relationship to go and do anything else. Okay? But that's not what I have a problem with. Anybody can say whatever they want about Chris, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because if you're bitching and complaining about somebody else, that means you're leaving somebody else alone. The problem I have is that you want to open your mouth and bitch and yell and make my mother cry over something that she didn't even know was a factor in the situation. This is the first time and the last time I'm dealing with this. So if you are a member of my family and you got a problem with me, my mom, or my boyfriend, I don't need you in my life. I don't care anymore. It's not worth the trouble of trying to make everybody fucking happy anymore. The world alone is in shambles. But everybody wants to nitpick and make drama for no reason. There was no reason to open your mouth and say the shit that you did to me, and there's no reason for you to open your mouth and say the shit that you said to my mom. And I don't care. If you're watching this, I congratulate you. You stayed in this video and made sure it was you that I was talking about. If not, I don't care. This is the first and last time I'm going to sit down and have this conversation with this camera and put my audience through bullshit that doesn't need to happen. So, in closing, if you don't want to be in my life, I don't care. It's not worth it anymore. I'm a grown-ass adult. I don't give a fuck anymore. I used to be that way. I ain't that way no more. I don't care. If you're gonna be stupid and want to run your cocksucker and all this other bullshit, go ahead. Just leave my name out of your mouth. Leave my boyfriend's name out of your mouth. Leave my mom out of your mouth. But like I said, you don't want to be a part of my family, you don't have to be a part of my family. I got my fans, I got my boyfriend, and I got my mom. That's all I need in my life. Oh, and you know what else? I got a brother. For the first time in my fucking life, I got a brother that cares more about me than anybody else. And he has no reason to. He doesn't even know me. But he cares. I'm done. Over it. And I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, but as you can see, this is me in an empty house all by myself, and I'm bawling my eyes out. But I know my audience will understand. And I appreciate all of you. So, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and all social media links are in the description, in the link tree. And make sure you go check out my Mercari and buy something, please! Later!